Hello everyone, it's Nick Lawson with CDC TakeCharge Software, and this is our 5th session on building an improved desktop for the Microsoft operating system. At the end of our last session, we said we would look at the File Manager and how some simple changes could make it double as a start menu as well. Before we get into that, however, take a look at our clock calendar and you'll notice we've made some changes here. First, the most obvious is the clock face. Now it looks more like glass. The colors are a better blend and fit with the overall design. The handles or the hands on the clock, the colors again are changed so that they're easier to see as they sweep around the clock face. And the numbers are gray with the exception of the current hour. That's in bright red, so if the user looks up at a glance, they can see what hour it is. On the calendar navigation, we've set it up so that it works more like a standard calendar. That is, on the left you have previous month and previous year, and on the right you have next month and next year. Again, pretty standard stuff. The days on the button of the push button calendars are now set to a color that again better fits the overall design of the clock calendar. Again, all kind of candy stuff, but good changes nonetheless. On our display or drop-down menu, we've organized it so that each of the menus are on the first choice. All right? And then below that, you have the managers that will help you maintain those menus. Next, we have all the applications that come with our desktop. Finally, we list the applications that come with the Microsoft desktop, not ignoring them in this process. Okay, let's look at our file manager now and what we've done there. On the file manager, when it loads, it is as it was before. The navigator pane shows your read-write hard drives. The view pane displays your folders and files. What the change that we add is we added direct buttons or direct access buttons to the top of our form, and we moved the utility buttons below that. If I want to take and copy something, let's say, so I want to click on mouse tag, and then I'll pick my Micros Daily Export folder, and I say I want to copy it. Now my choices are copy and move. If I copy it, it makes a duplicate of that folder at the target location. If I move it, it makes it puts the folder in the target location and removes it from the source. Pretty simple. We're going to say copy on this particular choice. Okay, it pops up our target pane, and as you can see, we've changed this as well. Now, the drive selection is at the top, more in tune to a standard File Explorer. The action is here, then the list, and as long as what's in the list is correct and the action is correct, all the user has to do is click continue. Much cleaner, much simpler. If they need to read the instructions, they're down here in big bold print, so it's easy for them to see, but out of the way if they don't really care to read it over and over again. Again, an important and good change for our application. So we're not actually going to do the copy because you already know how that works. Now, let's look at what changes we made to take and make this work like a start menu. First, if I want to take and see my quick launch applications, I simply click my quick launch button and there they are. Now I can scroll through my list, grab an application and click open and it'll open it. Pretty cool. But what if I want to take and see information about my contacts? Well, if I click the contact button, my navigator changes to views and functions that I can do in regards to contacts. My mouse selection switches over to open automatically, and my display pane tells the user what they need to do. So let's say I want to see my people in my contact application. I just click people, there they are. Pretty cool. Now if I want to take and see the history of what's going on for a contact, I simply have to click it and it opens. Very cool. Let's close that. If I want to take and edit a particular contact, let's switch over to select, and we are going to edit Fred. Here he is, Mr. Fred Flintstone. Now we can add in a new phone number, add in a new email account, adjust his home information, set it up to follow for his birthday, whatever we want to do. So now with these simple changes, not only can our file manager be a, uh, a duplicate for a start menu, but it can also be a link to every module that we're going to provide in our application. That's our contacts, our to-dos, our email manager, our note organizer. This is a calculator. A personal journal or sticky notes, the start menu, our document manager, our file utilities, our quick launch applications, our web browser, and then something that I put over here, probably games. Very cool and very simple. Now, in our blog at cdctakecharge.wordpress.com, we will take and explain the simple code that we used to make this perform 3 separate and unique functions. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I hope you'll stop over at the blog and leave us some comments about what you think. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.